right, welcome back. This is Enderlock, and we're here looking at the PBA preview for the 2265 inaugural season. We're looking at the AL Southern Division today, and we're going to start off with the Dallas Records. All right, so let's go ahead and start with the offense. Interesting. So no power at third. More of a second baseman profile than a third baseman profile. Okay, well, Asman Eamon, you get added to the MVP watch list. What? Yeah, I've had a player maybe not quite as high at 95. Jesus. Avoiding Ks, but man, that power is probably going to look a little bit more than 45 power at the end of the year. Jesus, he's a good player. I would love to have him. Yeah, their defense doesn't look great. That's for sure. Of course, they have a solid shortstop because everyone does. Wow, $32 million for some of the prices we've. I mean, everyone has money, but that seems like an overpay. Seems like an overpay. Okay, try Kalawak. Okay. Wow. So he might be leading the league in stolen bases then at 95. 85 stealing aggressiveness. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he'll get on base. I wish that I was just a little bit higher to go with that. I'd give up a little power for it, but I'm surprised he's so low in the lineup here. So Brad is another solid defender. So maybe the defense isn't as bad as we thought. I wonder if Mazus, I wonder if he could play another position if third base wasn't the only one he was trained at. That might be able to get them. Yeah, like maybe Zong Ming could DH then. I mean, again, here's your prototypical power bat that just, and even 30, that's pretty bad. He's gonna strike out a lot. Not adding him to any list. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the starting rotation. We have Tony Castaneda. Oh wow, old. But yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna shortlist him on the Cy Young shortlist watch. I wish he had one more pitch, but he's really good. I like him. He can definitely be an ace. Else really worth looking at? Javi. Solid pitcher. I'd switch the control and movement if I could. No people would disagree, but solid. Yeah, so and we get to below average. Travis St. Clair, isn't that like the quarterback at Ohio State this year? Tom McGinnis. So they need to. Dallas needs to get some other starting pitcher somewhere here. They are not deep at all in the starting rotation. Ooh, the Harbin Akram. Again, prototypical relief arm with two really good pitches. This very interesting that everyone was made that play. We got curveball sinker here, 2 pitches. Fastball changeup, 2 pitches. Very interesting. Oh, here we go. 3 pitches. No stamina though. I wouldn't mind having him in my bullpen. Solid pitcher. Again, 2 pitchers. Slider sinker. Yeah, so here's another average bullpen. It looks like nothing crazy. Nothing crazy there in Dallas. But yeah, I don't know that I like their chances just because yikes. Yikes, they don't have a lot of pitching. They do not have a lot of pitching. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the next team. All right, so the next team we got here is the Phoenix Blossoms. Let's go in here. Nice colors we got here on this team. Let's see, we got Zane Pearson, first baseman. Okay, so they might have already. Okay, say that, and they have a really bad left fielder. Oh, really, quite an interesting selections of positions. Somehow he can play left field, short, third, and second is his best position. That's interesting. Jason Wendell. And yep, typical power batting. He's a 4th round pick. Typical power batting, corner outfielder, strikes out a lot. Fear, Esty Gonzalez. Okay, so I would hope that they've got some pitching because I am really not super happy with anything that I like here. Yeah, nothing I really like here. Let's go and look at pitching. Okay. Tekle Hemanat Rekisa. That's a fun name. I like it. 4 pitches here. Definitely adding to the Cy Young watch list. 4 pitches, all plus, 2++. I love this HRA. Yeah, I definitely Little Poison, and we're just gonna call him Little Poison from now on because that is a quality name that I cannot pronounce. I'm definitely gonna follow Little Poison's career this year and many other. Oh my gosh, John Malassa. 3 pitches, a little less control, but again, he's their 2nd pitcher. Wow. Solid. They've got a nice pitching staff. Who's like, okay, is this gonna drop off? Oh, oof, yikes! So they really only have 2 pitchers. So I don't like either of these teams so far. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick, I'd take Poison. So, all right, let's go ahead and take a look at the bullpen then. Zeke. Okay, so this might be the best closer we've seen so far, at least in terms of game, with an 80 overall. Zeke coming to leave. Control, but damn, those pitches move. So, yeah, that's solid. Definitely a plus closer there. Unloom. Mario Barrow. So I'm just not really sure that there's below average. This might be one of the worst bullpens we've seen so far. Actually, I forgot to check. Okay, so normal. That's good. I was worried he might be fragile potentially. Durable. Wow. Tekle being durable is so perfect. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to watching Tekle's career there. So yeah, overall, don't really like the team, but I'm definitely interested to see what happens with Wakasa here in the future. So let's go ahead and we will move forward to our next team. All right, and the next team we got up here is the Miami Peacocks. If we can get in here, let's go ahead and take a look at the offense here. Chinyan, Louis Finlayson. Nobody I'm really right now about. Okay, Ibrahim Yassin. Okay. 24 years old. He's a DA. Yikes. He can't even really play first base. I'm going to add him to the MVP watch list. I do really like his makeup here in Miami. I wonder, is Miami going to be the first team that I like here? I mean, they're young at least. Yeah. Jurasik, I won't put him on any list, but he definitely is a solid piece there for them. Look at that, another shortstop who just might not be able to hit well, but 80 defender. It's crazy how many good defenders there are. Yeah, so not a whole lot to talk about there. Unfortunately, what is Pope? Corner outfielder. I wonder if Ibrahim Yassin could play corner outfield potentially. I just yikes, that 40 defense at first base is gonna really hurt. Yeah. Okay, interesting. All right, let's go ahead and look at the rotation here. Oh wow, Mikel Eberlein. Wow, he's a 14th pick, 22-year-old. This is the type of pitch. This is the type of pitcher I like to see. This is like go on Hall of Fame watch list, pretty much. Yeah, maybe I will create that Hall of Fame watch list at some point, but not before the season started. But yeah, Mikel is Sir Anthony apparently, and wow. Yeah, I think that Miami is going to be the team to beat so far in this division. Oh wow, Andres Brown. Wow, another. And he's only 25 too. They have two really good starting pitchers. I'm gonna add him to the Cy Young watch list too. I don't think he's really gonna get there. If we've already seen this many good pitchers, there's probably gonna be more. Wow. When is this gonna drop off? Ian Greenhall. I'm not watch list. That slider never developed. He needs to get rid of that. Otherwise, I really like him as a third pitcher with that control HRA, and he's got good movement too. I really like. I should check out what his. Okay, this was curious if we'd find a knuckleballer in here at some point. Frank Boros. He's young too. Jeez. Oof. He's really only got 2 pitches, so I'm not sure Vesihova might get bombed. I don't know how many. I don't like him. And Gustavo Gomez, I can look, but I mean, I like him better. I like him already better with 4 pitches. So one of them's not great, but 2 pitches is tough as a starter. So wow, really the highlight of Miami here with Eberlein and Brown as their just 1-2 punch. And like I said, I really like Greenhog too. 4th round pick. I definitely would have. I would like him. So, all right, let's go ahead and look at the bullpen then. Octavio. Again, another just typical solid closer. Solid bullpen arm. Another one. No stamina. Less control. We all got more control there, but just very typical two-pitch repertoire. I guess that's a little backwards with movement and control, but yeah. Yeah, wow. Okay, so yeah. I think Miami right now is the team to beat out of those 3. We still have Houston and Tampa Bay coming up. So let's go ahead and move on to the next team. All right, so let's go ahead, continue on here in the Southern Division. We'll take a look at Houston. Let's see what we've got here. Well, Mike Mullins looks like a solid player. Not more of a corner outfielder than a first baseman, so that doesn't make me feel very confident that they have good defense. Okay, and the second baseman is the DH. They need to just teach him first base probably. Fragile, 36 years old. I mean, he's all right, but I can see why he's not playing in the field. Oh wow, we've got another 80 defense shortstop, and I mean, yeah, I'm gonna add him to the MVP watch list. That's Manuel Gutierrez is a plus hitter and defensive shorts. I said it's 75, not 80. Just a defensive wizard. So yeah, I could definitely see him being there if Houston's able to put together a good season. Manuel Gutierrez. Yeah, they don't really have that great of defense outside of shortstop. Oh, they don't. Yeah, 30. That's really below average at 30, 35 in center at short or center in defense. So that's not good. I wonder what their starting rotation looks like because I don't know that I saw who their first or third overall pick. Don't think we saw who their first round was Manuel Gutierrez. Okay, that makes sense. A little above average lineup, I think. Let's take a look at the rotation here. Okay, Joe Stamp looks good. Rickard Myers looks pretty good. Let's look here at Joe Stamp. Yep, Cy Young contender. We'll just go right ahead and add him to that watch list. Yeah. Second round pick, 49th. There are 49 or 48 players that were drafted for him. That's cool. Let's go ahead and look at Rickard. Yeah, I really like. Fortunately, they're really old, so that's why I'm interested to see what happens here with some of the AI teams that have some of these older guys. Are there? There's no farm systems at the moment, but I'm curious to see if they deal off of these guys that are in their late 30s, because a lot of good guys in their late 30s. Anything else we're looking at? Borzslaw, Zelensky. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid third pitcher, definitely. 27. That's solid. James Rising, I like that. So they've got four starters. He's gonna be really hit or miss. They have, and yeah, he's okay. All right, so their rotation is at least 4 strong. It's one of the better rotations I think we've seen. I think they might be able to compete with Miami, but I think I'd still give Miami a little bit of the leg up here. So, yeah, I think so. Let's check out the rotation or the bullpen though real quick. So, 31. Yeah, okay. Again, typical. 99 to 100. Typical. But again, another typical. Maybe a little better control than average, but just very typical bullpen relievers. It's interesting that they were all generated and kind of fit these roles. It's definitely an above average bullpen, I think, based on what we've seen so far. So, yeah, I think that Houston and Miami would be pretty close. I think I'm just going to give the nod to I'd probably give it to Miami at this point just because of the frontline pitching, but pretty solid team. I could see the Stars. I think 2 teams here might make the playoffs. We'll have to see. We got one more team left, so we'll head back and we'll go ahead and we'll take a look at our last team. All right, 3, 2. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the last team here in the AL Southern Division. It is the Tampa Bay Sunshine. Go ahead. We've got, okay. Niagu is a solid right fielder, it looks like. Omar Provera. Okay. Let's take a look at Omar. He was the 59th overall selection. A Gold Glover pretty much at every outfield position. Uh, Very interesting. Speed, like plus speed, but doesn't steal. Has no. It's just very, very interesting. Thinks he can run the bases. It looks like. I do, and I mean, I wish the gap power maybe was more into to help him, but yeah, I'm not gonna put him on the MVP watch list, but definitely a solid younger player. Younger, yeah, okay. Carlos Tapia. So not a lot, very average, above average, but you know, maybe a little below average from what we've seen so far. Of course, we've got another defensive, just incredible defensive and shortstop. Can't below average eye. It's not gonna help, but wow, there's just so many. I'm just wondering which team trades for a second one of these shortstops and just can move everyone around and have incredible defense. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at their starting rotation here. Chris Perez. Yeah. Yep, we can go ahead and add Chris Perez to the Cy Young watch list. Yeah, 28 years old, and it looks like he's still controlled for a while there for him. 22nd pick. I really, 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 really like the makeup of 3++ pitches, 100 miles an hour, really good stamina. I mean, you could feel comfortable to get him 3 times through the lineup easy. Yeah. Oh, now I'm gonna have to put Perez and Eberling by each other and decide who I think is better. That's a tough choice there. Uh, Nick Hamilton. Okay, wow, another plus pitcher. I really like him. I just wish he had a fourth pitch, even if it was just an average pitch that he could throw in there. There's a lot of those guys I'm saying with that though. I really should have just started a list of guys with 3 pitches that you say that about. To see how they do. All right, as your third pitcher, I don't really mind Daniel Schroeder. Um, yeah, I really none of his pitches are plus, but I mean at 29, I guess one of them could still pop a little bit. Um, I would just be a little worried if he lost too much velocity. Fastball already. We might see that HRA kind of plummet quicker than you want, but I don't mind him as a third overall pitcher for the next couple of years. I guess it really doesn't matter because I also don't really. I mean, I like Wolverton with 4 pitches, good control, HRA. Yeah, I might be talking myself into Tampa Bay over. Oh, Tampa Bay over Miami. I might. This is gonna be hard. Uh, so let's look at the bullpen here. Young Soche. Again, another 6th round pick on a closer is definitely the highest we've seen so far. I think it was his 8th or 9th earlier. Really, really like him at the backstop there. Guessing, yep, there's just another typical bullpen pitcher. TBP. Just, yep, a little bit better stamina maybe than you're expecting, but definitely bullpen pitchers. Only two good pitches. I mean, maybe a very spot starter, but not really. So, yeah. Whew. Well, there we go. There's Tampa Bay. Let's go back and let's talk about what we think is going to happen here in this division. All right, so let's go ahead here and finish up what we think is going to happen in the Southern Division. I really like Miami. I really like Houston. I really like Tampa Bay.
I am just gonna say one of them is gonna win it, and then Dallas or Phoenix eyes. They're gonna be runners up. So our followers up, third, fifth, bottom of the barrel, whatever. So, um, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, and I'm guessing two of them probably make the playoffs too. So, yep, we'll have to see what happens there. But I think my gut wants to say Tampa Bay, but I really like Miami. So we'll have to see where we go from there. So yeah, we'll see you next time as we take a look at the West Conference.